What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Medina. We live in effect with K-Cee Deeva. Real talk, real people. We got K God, local Seattle music coming up all day long, all night long. Nothing but Northwest music. You are listening to Lights On by K God. Local music. Tap the fuck in.
Hey, crank it up, DJ Medina. Yes. C-Town.
It's all Seattle, baby. K God, lights on, tapping the Northwest rap game. We live in effect with K-Cee Deeva. You guys are tapping into nothing but local Northwest Seattle music. Tap the in, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Lights on, lights on, lights on. Tap in, y'all. K God, new music. We're breaking it. Live in effect on the internet worldwide. Y'all already know we live in this podcast. K-Cee Deeva, real talk, real people, real fucking music, real town
Yes.
shit. Y'all already know what
Yes.
time it is. You know what I mean?
Right on, right on. I'm so excited to have you on, DJ Medina. Now that's
Yeah,
a way to
yeah,
open the show.
yeah.
Oh, hey, peeps out there. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to another edition of Dish with Diva. Real talk with real people. I'm a girl, K-Cee Deeva. And, my guest really needs no introduction. He is one of the Northwest legends when it comes to DJing, hip hop, just being on set in the scene. My homie, my friend, DJ Medina, welcome to the show.
What the fuck is good, Casey? Hey, look. So real quick, DJ Medina. I'm Beats by Medina, aka DJ Medina. But people out there, they know me by Medina, just straight up Medina.
Joe Medina, okay.
Funky and cold Medina. So,
I love
what's
it. Love it.
good? How's your night? How's everything going?
It's good. It's good. Blessed to be sitting upright in this crazy pandemic world we got going on. Healthy, man. Family healthy, friends healthy. Just trying to survive. Just trying to be okay. How about now? What people may not know is you're actually joining us from the ATL
That's
live
right.
from Atlanta. So it's like 10:30 p.m. your time. So thank you for staying up and hanging out with me.
The funny story. So I had my second COVID shot a couple days ago,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not sure if you heard, but it makes you super tired. It like knocks you out. So like this early, like 4 hours ago, I crashed and I woke up maybe like 40 minutes ago. I was like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to be on the K-Cee Duva show, and
Uh-huh.
I'm just like rushing to get up. But that COVID shot, man, will make you tired as heck. So, but if you haven't taken it, you know, I haven't grown a tail or I haven't got any like weird vision or nothing like that. I'm good. So I
All
mean,
right. That's a
for
good plug
safety
for it.
reasons, recommendations, keep everybody safe. If you
Yeah.
can, do it. I know there's cats out there that are like, nah, I'm not trying to do it, what I'm saying, whatever.
Hmm.
But, everyone got their own opinion on it. But I'm saying from personal experience, I got my second dose. I'm feeling good. Maybe a little bit tired, because your body has to fight it off a
Sure.
little bit. But
Sure.
just a little public health announcement for everybody, all right? So just, it's cool. I'm not dead. I'm good. I'm still alive. So,
Yes.
all
You
right.
look a lot, you look healthy, you look well, and so good for you. Good for you. I know it's a big decision for a lot of people out there. So it's good to hear from somebody, that hey, I did this and I'm here, I'm good.
Right.
So I think that's important. So you're doing from ATL. Those that know you, from the Northwest, doing your thing, you DJed in a lot of events, a lot of clubs, a lot of sets. Um, I think one of the things you're even really known for in recent years is the Northwest rap game because
Right.
it's what's cool about it is you are spotlighting all of this amazing hip hop talent we have here that people don't know about.
Right.
So
I'm
talk
very
to
proud
me
of that.
about how
Yeah.
that idea and how you got that started for those who don't know.
Um, so the way that started, it started as the Seattle rap game. And I was doing these live sets, kind of like I'm doing right now. And I was
Hmm.
just playing just Seattle music, just exactly like what I'm doing now. And I was like, man, I started listening to more Seattle music. And I was like, man, this local music is really good. Like I can't tell it apart from like the nationwide stuff that's playing right now.
Hmm.
And I put this next to it, and I'm listening. And I'm like, it sounds the same. I'm like, what if I just start playing this back to back local rap? And I was like, dang. Then we got hooked up with Rainier Avenue Radio, which you and
Hmm.
I both know Tony B,
Shout out
and
Tony B.
I was helping out Dirty Harry on his show. He had a show,
Mhm.
Traffic Jam show, and I was his DJ. And
That's
through
how we
that chat,
met.
right, that's
That's
how
how
we
we
met.
met, actually.
Right, Rainier Avenue Radio. So shout out to Tony
Yeah.
B, man. We love you, man. Support you.
Yes.
And so through that channel, I was talking to Tony B, and I was like, "Yo, Tony B, like, I got this crazy idea of like just doing a show with just nothing but local rap, nothing but Seattle rap. And he's like, man, I'm with it. So we started doing it every Friday night, 10 p.m. And it was lit. This is before COVID, of course.
Hmm.
So we used to just pretty much have the sets full of just local rappers, just real raw, and I'm playing their music and then pretty much interviewing them after the set's done. And just kind of chopping it up and just having real situations and real talks about real things and
Hmm.
getting to know these rappers and then giving them a platform for them to further elevate themselves. And Chad Cheddar was my co-host or is my co-host,
Hmm.
and so I think he made that show like just way more than what it should have been. So I had an idea for it, but then when Chad got into the game with it as my co-host,
Hmm.
uh, it kind of just evolved like to another level because he brought that swag, that cool, that straight, Rainier Avenue soul, and so that I think was what helped the show just become kind of authentic and more organic. And it was great because the local rappers would come on, and one of the best things that I like to see was them meeting each other for the first time at the table, right?
Hmm.
And then leaving, and then them collaborating with each other afterwards,
Wow, that's
right?
amazing.
So through this whole process of networking, I'm kind of helping create more music, right? Because these cats are just meeting
Hmm.
each other and they're making music, and that music's evolving into something else. And it's just dope that I'm part of that process in which these guys were able to meet, collab, and make some dope music and evolve to a different level. So that right there is my favorite part of the whole show is that they don't need me, what I'm saying, but they need each other. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right,
They need
right.
each other. So like when they leave, like I don't no longer exist to them, but if they can keep in tap with each other, they're about
Hmm.
to be strong. They're about to. I mean, Seattle's about to blow up like so fast. I think in the next couple of years we'll probably be the next like hub of music. Because
Yeah.
Atlanta's been out there for a while, and I'm out here in Atlanta, so I'm gonna be out here in Atlanta playing nothing but Northwest music, Seattle music. So I'm gonna be out here sharing, with everybody
Yes.
in the world. I'm like, hey, Seattle music's dope, and I'm gonna be showing off, all the dope talent that we got.
Uh-huh.
But
I think that's cool. I think, the thing that's great about it, like you said, they do the rap game, for example, and they go on and they collab with each other. I think that part's cool. But I think, what's also cool is people like yourselves, pioneers in the game, in the Northwest game, and uplifting these younger kids coming. I say kids, and I'm old
me
school.
too, me too. They're probably adults, but they're kids to
Exactly,
us.
exactly. But to old lady like me, they're kids. It's like they're coming up. And they need mentors like yourself to help guide them and teach them the business and help with the networking and the connection,
Right.
because I feel like because we're in a very technology age, if you will, age of technology and social media, that and of course pre-COVID, that interaction, that connection, that sitting down and sitting in the same room,
Right.
collabing, spitting flows, and doing the, that's kind of, we're losing that with all the technology. So I think that was such a brilliant
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
You know,
And I missed that part. We've been out of the studio for like a year because of this whole COVID thing, and I just missed the organic part of it where you can be around physically the other people, because so much can be done when you're physically there with each other, as
Yeah.
opposed like in a digital world, which is great. This works. We figured out ways to
Yeah.
evolve and do
Yeah.
things like this, which is pretty dope. But um, nothing can beat being in the same room with other human beings and
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
or ideas just coming off the top. It could be an idea from someone capping on somebody's shoe, like yo, look at his
Mm-hmm.
shoes, and then someone laughs, and then
Right.
that creates something else that like, yo, and you never know. It just has to be
Right.
humans in the same room.
Right. Right.
I miss that, but
Anthony Adams, shout out to Anthony Adams. Anthony is my homie. He's a co-host on a few shows that I have. He's also a DJ, and he's just saying he misses it so much that, because of COVID, he wasn't able to do all the events that he's used to doing and such. Shout out to him. All right.
shout out.
I'm in the mood for some more music. So
Oh
what
man,
you got? Throw some tunes at me, Medina. Throw some
let's
tunes
see.
at me.
Up next, I got Get Money by Check Team and Louis. Let's see what's up here.
Northwest Finest, y'all.
So we got Get Money coming up right here. Turn this up.
Money, I be straight to the rules. I change your life, baby. What you trying to do?
This is Get Money by Check Team, Northwest Music.
Gotta keep it. Money, I be straight to the rules. I change your life, baby. What you trying to do? Get money, I don't know something smooth. So I gotta keep it. Niggas with my life, so I gotta keep
It's like Get Money, Check Team. You live in effect with K-Cee, Deeva, real talk, real people. You already know.
Hey.
Your boy DJ Medina. Bumping nothing but Seattle music, Northwest music. I'm telling you, we got the coldest rappers in the Northwest. We got the coldest rappers in the Northwest. I'm telling you right now.
Yes.
Maybe give me that one and top down. Started getting that money, I can't stop now.
Hey.
Get money.
Yeah. So yeah, Get Money, Check Team. If you want to check out the whole playlist, go to the NorthwestRapGame.com. The NorthwestRapGame.com. The whole playlist. You got 300 rappers, 300 local rappers plus.
What? 300?
Yeah, and I'm trying to get to 1,000. So local rappers, you're watching this, tap in to NorthwestRapGame.com. I need to get to 1,000 local rappers. Help me out, y'all.
Yes. You heard it. Hey, if you're actually watching this and you're a rapper, you know somebody is NorthwestRapGame.com. Get them signed up. Now, season 2's in the works, right?
What's up?
Season 2 coming up.
I had to turn this down. I'm sorry. What was that?
That was a tight beat. I like that song.
Yeah,
Season
that was-
2 is in the works, so look out for that for future.
Oh yeah, season 2's in the works. Absolutely. Yes. So I'm working with Chad Cheddar to get season 2 coming up. Go to the Northwest Rap Game. Look it up on Spotify. I got episodes 1 through 4 already posted, so you gotta get a heads up on what's gonna be coming out. So
Okay.
episodes 1 through 4 I already posted on Spotify. So tap into that. The Northwest Rap Game. Just look it up on Spotify, and you'll get all the playlists. You'll have the main one, which is 300 rappers, but then you'll have the season 2 option as well, which will give you the first 4 episodes. And I leaked them ahead of time, so cats can get on it right away. So,
Okay. So I want to talk about real quick, Medina. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but you and I were talking, and you let me in on a huge, like, I mean, it's not like something that should be like in the Guinness Book of World Records or something. I don't know, but why don't you tell the people like what the big accomplishment that you shared with me earlier? That nobody else has done in the world.
Big development coming up. So back in 2006, I created this album called 100 Bangin' Beats. So what that was it's pretty much a CD with 100 beats on it. Now in 2006, this was the era when hard CDs were going out of business and digital was coming into business. iTunes, it was their first year that they hit market as iTunes that year. And so I didn't really sell that many hard discs, to be honest with you. I only printed 1,000 hard discs back in 2006, but I was able to get it in all the local stores. I was the only one to get it into Best Buy stores independently. No one else can get it into Best Buy, but I got it to Best Buy. And I also got a couple of local rappers in the Best Buy with me, like Dime Def. I got their CD in the Best Buy with me.
That's what's
Um,
up.
yeah, so I didn't know this till later because when I was doing this, I was just doing this to be because I was trying to figure out a different way to get in front of people, you know.
Mhm.
So at that time, producers had a hard time trying to like get in front of like executives and stuff like that. So
Uh,
I went to New York one day for a conference. It was a producer conference, and I met Teddy Riley and DJ
oh,
Premier.
sweet.
Yeah, I met Teddy
Nice.
Riley and DJ Premier, and it was a conference with a whole bunch of producers, right? Like hundreds. And they were all trying to get to like DJ Primo, and they're all trying to get to with their CDs and shit, you know, like they're all trying to. And I had my little CD, and I think it might be this one. I don't know. I had like just a little regular CD, you know, with a
Uh,
marker on it, trying to give it to them. And then I was like, man, this isn't working. Like this, like how am I going to compete with all these other CDs that look just like this? You know, like
mhm.
what am I going to do to make myself look different than everyone else who had one of these giving them out? So I thought, well, what if because that was the time when CDRs were coming into place, and I figured out MP3 formats.
Mhm.
So back then, there was WAV file and MP3 format when you were to export a song. So you only had those options. WAV file if you're a producer or like an executive, if you're like Sony Records or like
Mhm.
these major labels. At that time, they would not print anything with MP3 format because they thought the quality was
Oh,
diluted. But because
really?
they said right, because they said WAV file is a much better quality.
Mm.
Why the hell would we put it on MP3? Right?
Right.
But to the trained ear, like a producer like myself, like we may be able to catch the difference, but like to normal people, consumers like you, like people that buy music, they can't
Yeah.
tell the difference.
Yeah. I
They're not
want to
gonna
know. Yeah.
they're not gonna tell the difference. So I knew that. I was like, you know what? I know this. These people, these executives are just saying this because everybody else is saying it. You know, like they're just saying, oh no, it's watered down because someone else said it. And they're like, oh, I'm just gonna say what he said because he's at Sony Records and he must know what he's talking about. I was like, you know what? Screw that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put them on MP3 format. I don't care if they're
Mhm.
watered down, diluted versions of it. I don't care. Put them on a disc. Make a dope make dope artwork for it. Make it stand out, and just put it in front of people like 100 beats on one disc. Like no one was doing
Yeah.
it. No one else had something like that. I was like, I mean, no one could say no to 100 beats, and I was selling it
Right.
for yeah. So I was pretty much the first person in history to publish 100 song album and have it distributed in major chains like Best Buy. And before myself, no one else was doing it. I didn't know that at the time, but years later, I found that out that
Mhm.
no one else had done that before me. And I was like, well, damn, like, hip hop innovation, we just had to figure it out. And the thing is, we just had to figure it out. It wasn't because I had an idea that I came up with it. It was because I
Right.
had a struggle. I had a struggle and had to figure out how to get past this struggle. And that's
Yeah.
how that idea evolved. So shout out to everyone in New York that inspired me, all the people that threw their CDs in
Yeah.
front of me, you know, and
Right
that's
on.
how
Right
that's how
on.
it started. And so, and then that same year, 2006, iTunes came along, right? And
Oh,
so
I see.
I
Yeah.
was the first 100 song album on a digital platform, iTunes,
Oh, wow.
right? And so that's when it really blew up because the way I looked at it is, okay, 100 songs. If somebody only downloads one, two, or three, I'm
Mhm.
good. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like, right? And what happened is that some the cats would download one, two, or three, but then
Yeah.
by the time they got to the third or fourth beat, they're like, well, I already paid, like $5. I might as well get the whole CD for
Doesn't
ten
get the
bucks
whole thing.
for
Yes.
10 bucks. So those things are selling like crazy because they're like, oh, I'll just get 100 beats for $10. This is crazy, and then cats are
Mhm.
downloading them on iTunes, and eventually sold millions of downloads and streams
Mhm.
through iTunes, and it was
Right
just
on.
through a crazy idea. Yeah,
Congratulations on that. That's
yeah,
amazing. That's amazing. That just shows like you like how you had to be creative, right? You like, okay,
right,
everybody got the same CD with the same markings. How can I
right,
make myself stand out? What can I do to be different? And I think that's really a good lesson for folks trying to, especially in that business, right? 'Cause there's so many
right.
people. Let's see. Anthony says What are your thoughts on guys like DJ Khaled? Khaled, I would say it wrong. Is it Khaled? Someone that's not really a DJ but making albums. Oh, so
Um,
you can use the name DJ Khaled.
right,
Okay, I,
right,
I
right.
didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like Beats by Medina, right? But when I'm
Yeah,
DJing, I'm DJ Medina. But
right.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, producer's producer, production's production, art is art. Like I think art comes from ideas.
Yeah,
I don't think you would really have to physically be pushing buttons and physically be playing the guitar to actually be able to produce something. Someone like Quincy Jones, right, can go in the studio and of course he can play all the instruments himself, but he can also sit there and tell everyone else what instrument to play on their own
true.
without him even moving his fingers. You know,
Yeah,
so it's possible. I'm not going to knock any kind of art, So I
yeah,
just I'll give him his props. I'll give him his his dues. And as long as he has a positive message, I'm always up for that. I'm all
yeah,
about the
yeah.
positive
Keep it
message.
positive.
But
Okay. Are you taking requests for songs? Someone.
no, we're just doing local music. That's it. Northwest
Well,
rap.
so the request is
Is it
Kid
local?
Sensation featuring
Oh,
Ken Griffey Jr. Now I heard they did a song. I actually had Kid on my show probably about 3 months ago, and we
yeah.
had a lot of fun. He has a new joint out as well. Um,
What's the song called?
uh, I wait the way I swing.
Let me see.
I've never heard of it, but I guess it's supposed to be a good little Ken Griffey Jr. We're like rapping though. That's got to be interesting.
Let me see. I'm trying to figure out. I don't think I got it.
If you don't
I
have
got
it, it's
I
okay.
got Kid Sensation. I don't got that track specifically
Yeah,
though.
Kid Nation. Yeah, he's got some new stuff out. He's another one that's old school. And I think the younger generation can learn a lot from. And another Northwest legend. Okay, let's. What do you have? Hit me with some more music. It's about time for some more music.
Let me go back to my Northwest rap game uh, music here. So up next, let me see. I got No Man, one of my favorite local
Yes,
rappers. This track's
yes,
called Oh Well. Let me turn this bad boy up because I love
yes.
this track here.
And no man to be on my on Visual Diva. He'll be on May 20th. So I'm looking forward to chatting with him.
This
What's
track's
it
called
called?
Oh Well. Oh
Okay.
Well. No Man. New shit, y'all. All Seattle
All
music.
right.
Northwest. Listen up, y'all.
Medina's in the mix.
Hey.
Yeah, I like that beat. Yeah,
Producers on beats too.
that beat is tight.
Hey, hey. New shit, y'all. Oh well, no man. You live in effect with K-Cee Deeva. Real talk, real people. Y'all already know what time it is. That's the fuck in. Hey. Hey.
I think that's my favorite one so far tonight.
What's up? Yeah.
All right, no man, that's what's up.
Okay.
Oh well,
Oh well, no man.
I
New
like
shit.
that.
You like that? Yeah, I like that
Yeah,
too.
that's
That's why I
tight.
got it. That's why I got it on my top 10 on my playlist right there. This is
Yeah,
my top
top
10, by the
10.
way.
Yeah.
So I got 300
Let's see.
rappers.
And it says, yeah, summer vibe, summer evening vibe. Exactly. I can see like rolling with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
wind
yep. I
blowing.
mean, I'm telling we got so many talented rappers in the Northwest, and cats when you listen to this music, I swear they think it's another rapper from like a major label.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why I love to share this music because I
So
mean
so so
it
for
hits
those,
people.
what do you have to do, Medina? What do you have to do? What advice would you give, our Northwest rap scene, these guys here that are like, man, I'm trying to get my music out there. How do I get people to listen to it? How do I get them to take me seriously? What would you say are the first step? What do they need to do?
Um, I really think rappers should just not care about anything other than just what their craft is. I
Hmm.
think when you get involved in all the politics and what people think of you is
Yeah.
when you don't start making art. You're not making art, you're making stuff for them,
Hmm.
as opposed to a real artist who will make stuff for that just comes out of his soul for himself, like a painting. If I'm a painter, I'm going to be painting stuff that I feel comes from my soul. I'm gonna be painting that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want like Joe over here to be like, "Yo, can you put a rhino in there?" And I'm like, I don't paint rhinos. What are you talking about? Like, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that outside influence to mess with my art that I got here. So I think artists should just focus on themselves. Who cares about all the other people? Who cares about the million followers that people bought? You know what I'm saying with
Right.
campaign? Like, just do your own art. And if the arts, if the art is natural, I think that's the word. If the art's natural, I think you will always have an audience.
Hmm.
There's always going to be someone that likes your stuff. You
Yeah.
just kind of have to get it out there. Now, the next thing is through social media, all that stuff. A lot of free ways to do it without paying any money. You got
Mhm.
all these avenues where you pretty much are your own CEO. Every rapper today is pretty much their own CEO. They have all
Mm-hmm.
the tools that Arista and Warner Brothers had 20 years
Mm-hmm.
ago, 25 years ago, and that they were the only ones that had these tools available to them. But
Mm-hmm.
today, you and I have these tools in front of us right now, so we can become
Right.
our own label. And so, collaboration is another important thing.
Yes.
I think you and I were
Yeah.
talking about this earlier, and talking to people that have major channels that have a lot of viewers or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then tapping in with them and say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, this is my art. I may have like 20 viewers, but can you share it with your platform and see what your viewers think?
Yeah.
And their viewers may see it and be like, yo, but maybe if you posted it, they were like, nah, but because they posted it,
Mm-hmm.
they're more
Mm-hmm.
receptive to like looking at the art now. And so
Yes.
that's another thing. You use your friends, use your connections. If you
Mhm.
got some connections, if you don't got connections, make some connections. Networking is the key to success. It's not
Huge.
what, yeah, it's not what you know, it's who you know, right? And a saying that I always go by is your network determines your net worth, you know, and the people
Yes.
around you determine your net worth. So choose your people wisely,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um,
Right on. That's great advice.
how,
That's great advice.
how much
Networking is
time is
key.
this? Is this a half hour show or hour show?
It's half an hour, so we got enough
All right,
time for about one more song. But go
real
ahead.
quick, so I was gonna let you guys know that we're in talks right now with Mopop Museum
Oh yes.
to put my 100 Bang a Beat CD on display at the Mopop Museum as a historical artifact for I think technology, music and
Mm-hmm.
technology. They're still trying to figure out where they want to put it and how they're going to do the exhibit, but I'm just praying that they're gonna do something cool with it. They were talking about videos and stuff like doing a video, but whatever. But we're working and getting my artifact into the museum. So 100 Billion Beats is going to be in the
Yes.
museum. I'm also donating this drum machine. You guys will probably see this. I'm donating this drum machine to the museum as well.
Right
So
on.
that's going to go in there because
Yes.
this is my first drum machine. This thing is about 20 years old or so.
Oh wow.
So
That's
yeah, I mean,
very cool.
with the 100 Bang Beats, I was also able to place hundreds of music or hundreds of
Mm-hmm.
songs on MTV, Viacom. If you guys ever watched Cribs, True
Oh
Life,
yeah.
Once Upon a Prom, the Kanye West Choose Your Lose special, the Taylor Swift Once Upon a Prom, 10 on Top. So those shows, my beats were all in the background of those shows.
So when you watch
Uh,
reruns of those, we're hearing your music.
Correct.
That's what's
Right.
up.
So when you're on Amazon Prime playing back those MTV videos,
Yeah.
I'm getting royalty checks. So thank you guys very much.
Yes. Okay. Now, real quick. So, how can we make sure that the Mopop, follows through with getting you in there? Can we call somebody, email somebody? Like, how's that
the
work?
the The best thing I can do is tell you guys to email info@mopop.org and tell them that you think that Beats by Medina deserves a spot in the museum. I'm from South Park, Seattle, so the kid from South Park. I would be probably the first Hispanic American up in that mug. I don't know,
Yeah,
right? So
I bet you would. Yeah.
and I told them that I was like, for historical purposes, there's a lot of
Yep.
angles you guys could play, but I really just want to represent my city, Seattle. Really want to represent South Park, my neighborhood in Seattle, and just represent for the city. I told them I was like, I feel like we need to have a local independent exhibit where it just shows
Mm,
independent local artists that have done shit. So
yeah.
I'm working on them with that.
Right on.
So
I
shout
love
out.
how you're. Go ahead.
No, it says, and shout out to DJ Love real quick. He found my only copy of the 100
Oh
Banging Beats
yeah.
CD that exists on Earth. I thought I didn't have any copies left because I printed 1,000 in
Mm,
2006. It's been 20 plus or 20 years, 15 years, right? No one had a copy. I called around. Hey, do you have a copy? Do you have a copy? No one had a copy. Love called me last week. He had a copy, so that's gonna go in the museum. He's actually gonna. He said he would walk it in himself. He doesn't want to give it to me. He said I wanted to walk it in. I'm like, cool. You can
Shout out, Gun Love. That's what's up. That's awesome that he has that
Love.
still.
I
I
know. I
love
was
it.
like,
I love it. All right,
I
people.
was
You
about to
heard it.
start that.
Info at Mopop. Hit them up. Say we want Medina in there. I think it'll be. I think it's amazing. I'll add that actually to the my post as well, so people remember to do that. So we got time for we're a little over time, but it's my podcast. I do what I want to do. Hey,
I love it.
let's take us out. Take us out with one more song.
All right, we got the 48 Ratchet, Mary Bass One.
Oh,
Yeah, so you got 48 Ratchet, Mary Bass One. We got the K-Cee Deeva show. Real people, real talk. Your boy DJ Medina, Beats by Medina. You already know. The Northwest Rap Game. If you want the whole playlist, tap in. TheNorthwestRapGame.com. Hey,
hey, hey.
hey. All Northwest, all Seattle shit. I'm telling you. I gotta be the best DJ in the world because I'm playing the best music in the world.
Yes,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nasty Ness. What's up, Nasty Ness? What's good, yo? My boy Carl Siegel. What's good, Carl Siegel? And my boy Maj. What's good, yo?
What's up, Pete?
Hey, this one goes hard
This
right here.
one's a banger. I like this.
48 Ratchet, Mary Bass One. He's actually, I think, performing here in Atlanta today or tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
hot.
hey. This one was produced by DJ Funk Daddy. So DJ Funk Daddy, what's up? Shout out to DJ Funk Daddy. What's good, yo?
Well, thank you, Pete, for joining me tonight. DJ Medina or Beats by Medina, whatever you want to call him.
Medina.
He's doing his thing. He's representing for the Northwest. I love it. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. You have to come back on the show, especially when you get in Mopop. We'll talk about that. We'll celebrate that for sure.
Yeah.
And keep letting Atlanta know about the Northwest. And
We'll
stay
do that.
safe
So
out there. You and your fam.
we'll do. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, K-Cee. Shout out to everybody. Seattle, what's up? I love y'all. So I'll be out in town. I'll be back in town pretty soon. So tap in, y'all. NorthwestRapGame.com.
Right. All right, peeps. You know the deal. Now next week we are doing Northwest Nightcap. It's the first Thursday of the month. Anthony Adams, Princess Robin, K-Cee, Kurt Clayton from Confunction. We're gonna be doing the thing. It's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait. 'Cause I love my piece. I love talking about all the entertainment stuff going on Speaking of that, Medina, real quick, we lost some moguls this year. I mean, DMX, it's just like, man, few others that I can't name right off him, but it's just like it's sad. It's like no. That DMX hit me hard because I love his music, like I'm one of his biggest fans. And yeah, it's one of those times we gotta stay safe. We gotta just celebrate each other, look out for each other, keep it pushing.
Yeah, DMX. So DMX, that one, I shed a tear for DMX because he was for me was an important part of my life because I remember I was in a place in my life where he was around me all the time. When I was in the
Mm,
club, the best memories I have was when that beat dropped. Stop,
yeah,
drop, hit him up, and then all the fellas, like all the you go out with. So we used to go out with all the homies. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like 10
yeah.
deep, just all the fellas. And when that song used to come on, our
Mhm.
favorite memories are just all the fellas hitting the floor, just like getting crazy with the beat to that song. Because that was it was like a mosh pit song. Like when that song came on, you were
Yeah,
pretty much in the center mosh pitting. I'm not sure if you remember that, but that was like one of those
I
songs where
totally
you
remember that.
actually would just mosh pit with the dudes and just get crazy with them. And
Hmm.
to be a song where it's that powerful, right? Where they got like hip hoppers mosh pitting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's some rock and roll shit. That's like some rock
Right,
and roll type shit,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
And when he hits that level and he's making cats mosh pit, like that's crazy. Like to me that
Yeah,
and those are my best memories like growing up. Like with my boys mosh pitting and it's all you know what I'm saying?
yeah. That beat hits, and then that voice. He just
The
had
beat hits.
such a
Yeah, yeah.
distinctive voice. If he was talking, if he was rhyming, whatever, you knew that voice. So rest in peace to
Right.
him. All right,
RIP
I'm
man.
gonna
And
end here, and we'll be in touch, Medina. You stay safe out there. Take care,
you too.
and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
thanks for having me.
leave.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely,
I
I'm gonna leave
appreciate you.
everybody with this. All right, later, peace.